What is up? What is up, guys? Today we are talking nutrition, managing calories, how we're losing this big ass belly, how to track our stuff, how to track our food specifically. We're going to get all of that work today. As always, let me make sure the stream's looking solid. Making sure I look good. Because I feel good. So I want to make sure I look good on the screen for you guys. Let's go. All right. Looks like we're good, man. If you guys have any questions, as always, drop them in the chat. And I will try to answer those if I see them. All right. So let's stop yapping. Let's get right into it, bro. So now that we talked about nutrition 101 yesterday, we're going to go ahead and now talk about how to calculate your calories. All right. So step one, let's go ahead and understand BMR and TDEE. So BMR is the minimum number of calories your body needs to sustain life, including keeping your heart, lungs, brain, and circulation working, and is regulating your body temperature. BMR is calculated based on factors like your age, gender, weight, and activity level. So BMR, guys, is basically, so your body, just for us existing, just for us living, for waking up every morning, our body requires a certain number of calories to sustain our life. That's BMR. It's basically how many calories, because remember, calories is just another word for energy. You know, calories is energy. Food is energy. So our body needs a certain amount of energy, you know, like think of it like a battery. It needs that battery to wake up and do shit. So that's your BMR. All right. So it's a number of energy that your body needs to go ahead and sustain life. Now, TDEE is the total number of calories your body uses in a day, including exercise, activities, and then it gives a calculation, how to calculate the TDEE, but you know, you just multiply your BMR, which is typically by your activity factor, which is typically 1.2 and 1.9. So there's a lot of calculations with this, guys. Remember, my goal is to make things as simple as possible for you all. So I'm not going to go ahead and go into the science of things and get really deep. All of that shit is not important. As always, you know, I try to repeat this for you guys so you could understand that we just want to make things simple. We just want to start, bro. Most of us just want to fucking start. All right. And this is the best way. Keep shit simple. Understanding your BMR and TDEE can help you set calorie goals, track your calorie intake, which is a foundation to hit your goals, regardless whether it's fat loss or muscle gain. So these two things are important for that. Once you understand your body and what it requires and start looking at things as energy and numbers, that's all losing fat and gaining muscle is, guys. It's hitting numbers. That's all it is. All right. So let's proceed. How do we calculate this shit? We're going to get on Google. As you all know, we're just gonna Google calorie calculator. Every time we don't know some shit, what do, guys? We get on Google and we search it. And if you don't do that right now, then you and your big ass belly better start doing that shit. Okay? Not just with fitness, but with everything in general, man. Start Google shit. Words, definitions of words. Google, if you have, oh, how do I do an oil change? Google oil, how to do an oil change. Google everything. All right. Get smarter. So this is no different, bro. Google calorie calculator and you're going to plug in your stats, age, weight, activity level. Here's how. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how we do it. Google calorie calculator. They're all pretty similar. Don't worry about picking which one's the best and which one do I. Click the first one, man. Calculator.net. Simple. They all have similar numbers, man. They just use different conversions. We're gonna enter our information. I'm about to be 33 in December 19. Happy belated or happy early birthday to me. I'm about 5'10", about 5'11", but well, yeah, but a good 6 feet with some good shoes on. But we'll say 5'10" for now. I'm about 201 pounds. I'm gonna enter weight and activity level. So with the activity level, if you ain't doing shit, man, you're sitting on that ass all day eating chips and cookies, sedentary. Light, 1 to 3 times per week, moderate, etc., etc. Daily exercise or intense exercise 3 to 4 times per week, and then very active if you're doing more than that. I exercise 5 days per week, but I don't get as many steps as I should right now. All right, so we're gonna do this one. I'm active, but I'm not doing a bunch of crazy shit, cycling and all this crazy shit. Boom, there it is. So according to the information I entered, you're gonna go ahead and get these numbers. To maintain your weight, you need to eat these amount of calories: mild loss, weight loss, extreme weight loss. All right. I always recommend people go for 1 to 2 pounds per week. All right. That's a perfect way to lose weight at a sustainable pace, to where you're not depriving yourself of too much food. So you're going to have higher amounts of energy. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel fuller. And the most important part is you're going to be able to be in a range that you're able to build muscle while you're losing the fat. Okay? Especially when you're starting out, guys. The newbie gains, which are basically like your first year of lifting, you get the most amount of progress that like ever, bro, in my opinion. Right? Even like the first 4 or 5 months, man, to be honest. Those are newbie gains. So you're gonna build muscle very fast if you follow this method. You lose weight too fast, no bueno. You're gonna have a bunch of loose skin. You're gonna look like shit, feel like shit. So don't lose weight too fast. 1 to 2 pounds per week. That's it, guys. So you're gonna take these numbers, all right, and you're gonna write them down. Typically, fat loss, if your goal is to lose fat, we take away 200 to 500 calories per day. You want to gain muscle, add 200 to 500 per day. Do the opposite. You want to maintain, you stay as close to your TDEE. And that chart gave you all those numbers to go ahead and see that. So 1 pound of fat, guys, this is where we start getting to the math and numbers shit. So to lose 1 pound of fat, 1 pound of fat is equal to 3,500 calories. Okay. So if you are in a 500 calorie deficit per day times 7 days, that equals exactly 3,500. Wow. Which then translates to 1 pound per, or 1 pound lost per week. Okay. That's it. That's the math right there. That's all. That's what you got to know. All right. So if you lose a pound, you were in a 3,500 calorie deficit. All right. Step 3. Now we're gonna plug everything in MyFitnessPal. We need to track our shit. We got to plug it in, and we got to know what the hell we're eating. This is where a lot of people fail, man. We're just guessing and I'll eat this. Most of us don't even know what the hell we're eating and wonder why we're getting the same results, still looking like shit, feeling like shit, being big as shit. So this is what you gotta do, bro. Giving you guys a sauce right now. All right. So you're gonna download the app, Android or iPhone, doesn't matter. You're gonna create an account. Well, here are the steps to do it. Sign in, go to settings, go. But here's a video of me doing it. You guys can look at that real quick. Or just pause the video and I will take a sip of coffee. All right. Go to settings, goals, go to calorie, carbs, protein, customize goals right there. And you're going to plug in the numbers that you got in the answers of the calorie calculator. Plug them in here. Okay. Now, your app is going to have the information needed for you to understand what numbers you have to hit per day. Now, keep in mind, guys, when the reason we're doing this, you might be thinking, well, how do I know those are the right numbers, CJ? Glad you asked. We don't know is the answer. The reason we're doing this is just to have a starting point, okay? These numbers that we got earlier in the calorie calculator, you might do this exact same thing and not lose weight. Who the fuck knows, bro? But it's a good guideline for everybody to follow and start. You just want to start. That's all we got to do, bro. All right? I'm not trying to get instant results. Stop trying to get instant results, guys. It's just going to lead you to failure. Just in everything in your life, okay? Nice and slow, baby. Nice and slow. All right? When you're going out with a girl, you know, we got on a date. Are you just trying to pile on top of her? Trying to get freaky? No. Gotta be chill. Nice. Get to know her. Get to see if you even like her. Chill, guys. All right? This is no different. All right? So this is going to give us a starting point. That's all it is. So now, tracking our shit. This is how we're going to understand labels. Next time you and your big ass belly are in the grocery store, this is what we're going to do, goddammit. Right? You start reading what you're buying and putting into your body, guys. Right? It's a maze. Every time I go in those grocery stores, I don't see anybody doing this shit. And the people that I do see doing this shit, they look like goddamn supermodels, which are not many, if I'm going to be honest. But go figure, right? Because they know what the hell they're doing. And now you will too. So when you're buying shit, there's a little example of some grilled chicken. You turn it around, read the back of the label. And this is the hierarchy of how I look at this, all right? Without getting too complex. So you look at the calories. How much calories does it have? You look at the serving sizes. And the serving size is very important because basically what it means is, so for example here, grilled chicken serving size is 4 ounces. And then on the bottom it says amount per serving. Okay? So what it's showing you here is the amount, or is equal to 4 ounces of chicken. Okay? So if you add 8 ounces, this is gonna double, right? So that's 2 servings. So that's how you gotta start thinking about this shit, okay? And this is going to be very important for you to know how to add what you're eating and understand the quantities or the numbers of what you're putting in your body. So then you're able to put it in the app and understand what the hell's going on, okay? It's all hitting numbers, guys. So after we look at the serving size, we're gonna go ahead and look at protein. How much protein does it have? 33 grams, amazing. And then we look at sugars, right? Above like 5 grams is when we start getting crazy. We want it as low as possible. It's not always gonna be at 0 grams, but just try to keep the sugar low. And that's it, guys. Like I said in the other videos, carbs, fats, don't overcome sodium. Oh my God, the cholesterol is 200. Wow, if you're eating above 200 milligrams, oh, shut the hell up, man. No one wants to hear that. Now, yes, there's studies, there's facts, there's a bunch of information, and we could go all our lifetimes trying to explain this shit. But I know that most people, me as a coach, guys, me as a fitness coach, I don't even look into this shit because I want to make my life simple. I don't need to know that shit. With the exception of fiber. Maybe fiber is a good one, but carbs, fats, they don't really fucking matter, bro. Okay? Keep it simple. I know the average person doesn't really give a shit about this. And you shouldn't. Okay? Calories, serving size, protein, sugar. Beautiful. A good example of the sugar one is the Greek yogurt. That's where it comes in handy. You could pull up 2 Greek yogurt containers. One of them, they have the same number of calories, protein, etc. But one of them has like 15 grams of sugar, and the other one will have 0. Usually that the plain one. So you get the plain one, right? That's how you want to think about this shit. It's not about completely taking away certain foods, guys. It's just about making the healthier selection. And this is the hierarchy that you can use to determine that. Okay? Easy. So now tracking your shit. How do we do it? I'm going to get more in depth with this probably tomorrow. Because we're running low on time here. But this is what we're going to do. All right? We're going to use the food scale to weigh our food. And I'm going to show steps on how to do this. You know, this is just a rundown of a summary. So we're going to use the food scale to weigh our food. Yes, you have to weigh your food. Stop being lazy. You could do the hand portions and all that. Sure. But if you really want to get serious about your shit, it takes fucking 2 minutes, man. Come on. All right. So get a food scale, weigh your food, get measuring cups for things like cereal, like peanut butter, nuts, grains, things like that have cups as a serving size. You use those for that. Okay. Add what you're eating. So you measure it, you add those numbers into the serving size in MyFitnessPal, and make sure you have the correct serving sizes. That's very important. All right. So try to make sure that it's what you're entering is actually what you're eating. All right. I like measuring my food in grams. So I suggest an digital food scale. Right? Switch it to grams. That's how I like doing it. And then I just look at the grams instead of ounces. Don't really matter. Just do it, right? Whatever you prefer. And the goal is to get as close to your calorie number that you entered on MyFitnessPal that you got from the calculator. The goal is to add that. Okay? Let me make sure. I'm not sure. The stream's looking good on my end, but might be freezing or something. I don't know. Let me know, guys. So, like I said, where was I? Sorry, I got sidetracked. So, you want to get as close to your calorie number each and every day. Make sure to hit 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight each day. Eat the same shit every day. Yes, eat the same shit. It's going to make tracking and cooking easier, guys. It's going to save you a lot of time. All right. You might be thinking you're going to get bored of it. Trust me. I'll go over, there's a lot to cover on nutrition, but I'll go over tips and tricks on how to make your food good and make it different each time to a degree, right? But you want to eat the same quantities, eat the same food, same portions. The more you do this also, so it's also like a mental thing. The more consistently you keep things the same, the more you track on MyFitnessPal, you start to see food as numbers, which is literally what it is. You start understanding portions. You start understanding more and just getting smarter as to what you're putting in your body. All right. You probably don't have to track all your life. Maybe a good 3-4 months if you don't like doing it, but you have to do it, especially as you start, so you could have an understanding of the numbers and how nutrition works. Okay. Then maybe later you could eyeball it, but tracking is just going to be if you're not tracking, you're slacking. All right. It's always the best, most accurate way. All right. So keep things, food the same, eat the same shit, weigh yourself weekly on the same day, first thing in the morning, right after you take a piss, weigh yourself, log it, wait a week. You could do daily weigh-ins, whatever you want, but track your progress from week to week. Okay. Because your weight is going to go up and down. There's water weight. It's always going to go up or down. It's not always going to be necessarily fat loss or fat gain. Okay. So we'll talk about that more another time. So you do weekly weigh-ins. If you weigh the same or you gained weight, eat 200 less calories or walk more, move more the next week. All right. Now remember, you cannot out-train a bad diet. So it's better to eat less calories than it is to run a mile, which is like 150 calories you burn. So it's easier eating less, okay? Of course, you want to walk anyways, for your health, but just keep that in mind, all right? Don't think, oh, I'm just going to run 2-3 miles this time. Like, nah, bro. Your body's going to burn out. You're going to be sore as hell. So just make it simple. Just eat less. 200 calories is like an apple, guys. All right? Just calories add up quick. So you do that. And I mentioned this earlier, but you want to lose slow to build muscle and tone as you lose the fat, with a goal of 1 to 2 pounds per week. And if you lose more than 1 to 2 pounds per week, eat 200 calories more than next week. Okay? Now, you might be thinking, damn, I'm trying to lose weight, bro. Why am I going to eat more? Guys, this is the hardest thing to explain to people, but I really want you to listen to this. Dissect this, okay? To build muscle, we got to eat more and be in a surplus. To lose fat or to lose weight, we in a 200 calorie deficit or be in a caloric deficit, right? So these two goals conflict each other. The problem is a lot of people want to lose weight fast as shit. And sure, you could eat salads and roll all day. And you might lose 10 pounds in a week, bro. You could lose 30 in a month. Congratulations. But guess what? The next week, you lose those 30 pounds, 10 pounds. You're going to feel like shit. Energy's way down. You're not going to push as hard in the gym. And you ate so little that let's say you trained hard all week, you're not going to provide your body enough nutrients and food to be able to grow the muscle. So what this means is your metabolism is going down, you're eating less energy. And guess what? You're going to have excess loose ass skin with nothing to fill it up. Think of it like a balloon, okay? Balloon's inflated, that's the muscle. Boom, we're jacked. When you lose fat too fast, you don't give your body the ability to build the muscle. So now all you're going to have is loose ass skin. You've seen this on TV shows, 600 Pound Life. You've seen them after they get their surgeries. They got all this loose skin. Now they got to get surgery to cut all that skin off, bro. Okay? Now that's exaggerated, obviously, but from 200 to 300 pounds or, around that area, this is going to happen, even if you don't weigh that much, bro. Okay? So we want to fill the skin up as we're losing the fat. And fun fact of the day is the key to fat loss, guys, is yes, everything we've talked about, but it honestly comes in the form of gaining muscle. Gaining muscle is the real key to fat loss. Caloric deficit, all this shit, obviously. But the more muscle you gain, the easier it is going to be to lose fat. All right. And I don't want to go on a tangent. To keep things short and concise, muscle requires more calories than fat. You gain more muscle, you get hungrier, you eat more. You're going to train harder in the gym. All right. You're looking good, feeling good, strong, building strength. Everything goes up and up and up. All right. The more muscle you gain, the more you gotta eat just to maintain that muscle, which is a nice problem to have, right? You could eat more. You could eat more, have more cheat meals. You could have more of the things you like to eat. You could eat your hot Cheetos, right? But if you got no muscle and you're running a lot of cardio, you're in a caloric deficit, you're losing weight, you're gonna plateau. You're gonna get to a point where you can't lose any more weight and you're eating like a 5-year-old, which is the worst place to be. You crash your metabolism. It's down in the shitter. And now you got to eat even less than that to lose more weight, because your body's metabolism is going to adjust to the calories you're giving it or the calories you're consuming. Okay? Terrible place to be. So 200 calories less, 200 to 500 calories is a safe zone. 1 to 2 pounds per week, guys. Stop trying to get fast results. You got your whole life to progress. Trust me, you might not see your body change, and you're not going to look like a goddamn supermodel like Hercules in a week. But in the long run, you're going to look fucking good. You're going to get stronger and have a bunch of benefits, so many that I can't even go over right now. Okay. So that's a real key. All right. So that's it for today, guys. Tomorrow we will probably continue the nutrition. We could do the nutrition. I'll put up a poll if you guys wanna vote on what you wanna see, exercise stuff, nutrition stuff. Probably wanna knock out the nutrition stuff, but we'll see what you guys wanna see. So hope you guys got some value. Track your goddamn calories, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.